Whitlock and Wiley, James Harrison, and TJ Hoshmanzada are back. Hoshmanzada.
What's your name?
Let's talk Patriots.
Change your name during the break.
Tom Brady is looking to cement himself as the GOAT, but the former MVP has looked pretty human this season. There's speculation now that Brady is dealing with an MCL injury, something Brady tried to squash this week, saying he, quote, feels 100%. Former Patriot Rob Ninkovich also doesn't think Brady's hurt and has a different theory for the QB's struggle.
I don't know if he's hurt or if he's just getting older. Everyone seems to have this false sense of, Tom's invincible, but he's 41 years old. He's playing a position where you get 300-pound guys landing on you, hitting you, big guys all around you. So, it gets a little hairy in there. So I just think that we're seeing Tom, slow down a little bit.
All right, I'll go back and forth on this. Look, Father Time has a better record than Tom Brady, and so it's inevitable that he's going to slow up a little bit. And then as you get older, you just don't recover from the hits as quickly as you do. But more than anything, I think that, okay, Father Time is catching up with him, but not to the point that he's ineffective and can't win you a Super Bowl and is a liability for you in the postseason. The issue is all the support around him isn't good enough.
There you go.
That's the issue. He's still good enough if the personnel around him, but the personnel around him is banged up, and Gronkowski.
That's who Father Time caught.
Yes.
And at the club. He caught him at the club. It's like, boy, you're not the same.
Yeah. Josh Gordon obviously having his issues.
Right.
I think it's a lack of support for a 41-year-old quarterback who needs more support.
Yeah, look, Ninkovich, this is reckless to me. Irresponsible, I will almost say, because Tom Brady won the MVP at the age of 40. But now we're going to say, Father Time caught you right now. Not even a full calendar year later. Like, in the same year, all of a sudden, Father Time has finally caught you. He wasn't that close a few months ago, but now he caught you. Okay, maybe so. But it sounds like a lot of guesswork here and confirmation bias to the fullest. Like, okay, he's 40. And we heard this for years. Tom Brady's 37. He has to fall off a cliff. And soon we see one errant pass. There it is. Okay, that didn't work because he won an MVP last year. Okay, soon we see some subpar games by his standard. All of a sudden, we're going to blame Father Time and the birth certificate. To me, it's irresponsible. This is a guy who's realizing, okay, maybe I only have so much in the tank, so many reps to give you. I'm not going to waste them. But if you're going to now point the target at him and his age, where was that a few months ago? It wasn't existing, so I think it's reckless.
Every quarterback is going to have some bad games. Tom Brady, if Father Time is catching up to him and we're 10-5, I'll take that with my quarterback every year. And we're going to win the division and we're going to have a home playoff game. I'll take that every year. Tom Brady, you just look at the guys they drafted over the course of his career at the receiver position. They haven't given him any weapons. He doesn't have one skilled player that you would rank in the top 50 in the NFL on his roster. Not one. That's the biggest. Julian Edelman is his best receiver. He was a quarterback in college. Your alma mater, right?
Yeah, you went to Penn State.
He's the only one that can consistently get open. It is what it is. I'm with you. You watch all his clips, the offensive line, the protection, he's not getting hit hard. He's under pressure.
Yeah.
And if Father Time is catching up to him, I'll take 10-5 under my quarterback all day.
Yeah, I agree with TJ. It's not Father Time. It's about the supporting cast. He's under duress. The offensive line is not giving him enough time to get it to where he needs to get it. You don't have the receivers, getting open, like he said. And with Gronk, I think the issue with Gronk is the back surgeries. I think it's wearing on him. He had games where he missed. I had the same back surgery. And I see when he's playing, it's times where he's running and he hits the ground and he's taking like 2-3 seconds to get up. And that's that pound from hitting the ground because you've had that surgery, in your back, and it grinds on you. And I think just over the course of, I wouldn't be surprised if Gronk, this was Gronk's last year, considering the issues he's having with his back. And I think a lot of his play has contributed to that. So you add that with the fact that, it's not Father Time, it's the supporting cast, and they're just not there for him.
Let me try a different route or just play devil's advocate. What if it's not Father Time physically as much as it is Father Time mentally? And James, you played a long time in the NFL. when you get to that 15, 16, 17, 18th year in the NFL, what amazes me about Brady is he was always able to focus game after game after game after game and play with that same energy and focus. Doesn't it get harder?
No.
More you...
The physical demands of doing it gets harder. The actual focus is easier because you've been doing it for so long. It's repetition. You know, Monday is this. Like, Tom Brady is the only person that I have ever seen, dude, that has the greatest study habits I've ever seen. Like, you know, the little folders that we get, the little 70-page binders.
Yeah.
I think he fills up one every game. Where yours is done, you have what, halfway through the season, you got half of it full. Like, this man studies, he watches. Like, when he says he's into this, like, this is what he eats, lives, breathes, like, that's what he does. I don't think it's nothing to do with his preparation. You know, for me, as I got older, it was easier because I knew, like, ABC, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, how everything was going to go. Now, for him, like I said, I was there for a month and a half, dude, and I've never seen anybody that had the study habits that he did.
Yeah, it's crazy if you look at it. It's really like a Tetris going on. Like, Edelman suspended for the first 4 games. Oh, we got Gronkowski out there, and Sony Michel. Oh, he got injured. Okay, no, we got Gronkowski. Oh, he's not the same, but we're going to keep thinking he's the same because he's going to play himself back to his level. He never has. Okay, Edelman's back. Okay, now we got Edelman. Oh, and then we got Josh Gordon, and then he's gone. Like, it just seems like every time you throw the ball in the air, somewhere, somehow, some way, it gets dropped. And then Tom Brady's been the constant, trying to week in, week out, work with a really different game plan because he's really supported by different cast members on a weekend basis. So to point at Tom Brady with all